And I remember that was one of the things, like, you're not going to break me. No matter what you say, I'll die right here in this water. I don't care. And that mindset has really been beneficial throughout the entire process. Because there's parts of BUD/S and parts of being in special operations where you think it's going to kill you. And then at a certain point, you just don't care. If it kills me, it kills me. I don't care. And you get through it.
If you're going to legitimately get to 120%, you have to be in pain at 70. And the reason why you have not gone to the next level is because you don't have a problem with 60. You don't. There are those of you in this room, you're losing, you're coming up short, and it doesn't bother you, it doesn't hurt you, and you can't change what doesn't hurt.
Who the fuck gonna stop me? Ain't nobody worrying about me. Ain't nobody worrying about you. Nobody is gonna get in your fucking, don't nobody care. Who is going to stop you from materializing your dream? And guess what? Mel?
Tell me.
Americans be playing games or what they got. I said, I'm gonna destroy them out here. They out here playing fucking games. They don't even know where they live at. I said, I am going to destroy them like I just got here. I'm gonna destroy them.
When the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. And I think pain moves people far more effectively than pleasure does. Like, the easy way to prove it is point a gun at someone's head and you have absolute compliance and they will do what they need to do.
When you want to achieve the highest goal of all time, you are going to have to learn how to get your ass kicked all the way up that damn mountain. And then when you get up the mountain, the oxygen up there is very thin. It's hard to breathe. So it's not a lot of fun up there either. So all the way, if you want to be successful, you got the bottom that sucks, the middle is extremely hard, and the top, it sucks worse than all of it.
That is not solving it to feel good. Not feeling good is part of what gives you drive. It either destroys you or drives you. You have to make those choices. And most of us will not let it destroy us if we don't medicate ourselves, we find a way to push through. But if you don't have to, people go for comfort. And comfort will never make you proud. Comfort won't make you strong.
People think we're motivated by pleasure. And when I sat with Nir Eyal, who wrote the book on distraction and procrastination and why people do it, one of the really key messages I took away was that we're actually motivated by the avoidance of discomfort.
At the end of the day, I asked myself one question: can I take one more step? And usually the answer is yes. So if you can answer that question and not take another step, that is real failure. That is real quitting. So a lot of people can take one more step, but they choose not to. I don't know if you can take 2 steps. You got to answer that question after you take the first step. But I can always take one more step, so if I choose not to, that's on me. And I got to live with that.
You have to stay in that third painful place, because staying in the pain is what gives you the catalyst to learn how to get out of pain. And so rather than trying to pull your parachute, it's like, I have to trudge through this so that it forces me to learn.
I had to stop thinking normal. I can no longer be a common man walking around doing common things. It was on me. And that's what you have to realize. Everything you do, you may have some support, you may not, but it's on you. You have to make the decision whether you want to be a badass or whether you just want to be mediocre and everything's okay. But being a badass hurts real bad.
The weak motherfuckers of the world are committed when everything's in a perfect setting. But as soon as things get hard, they start having doubts. And why are there doubts? Not because they're failing, because other people are saying stuff and they're giving value to these third-party people as if they're going to help them. No one's going to help you. No one's ever going to help you guys. You've got to help yourself.
Everything I've ever done in my life, I didn't want to do. Everything, every day. I'm a lazy piece of shit. And I'm one of the hardest working people that ever stepped foot on this planet Earth. And I'm saying that very proudly because I know what I do. It's not cocky. I'll tell you I'm stupid. And I'll also tell you the exact opposite of what I've done. It's the truth. It is the truth.
Then if you look at the universe of things that you have to be doing, that, okay, I don't want to do this. The real question is, okay, is there a compelling reason that doing this thing you don't want to do improves future outcomes for future you? But if the thing you don't want to do is a thing that substantially enhances your future outcomes, you might want to consider doing that thing even though you don't want to do that thing now.
Because I knew that if I was afraid of failure, I would have never been able to be a Navy SEAL. I would have never been able to get to where I'm at today. So I went through, and I literally at 300 pounds, or 297 to be exact, I sat back and I visualized how this journey is gonna look. In the first several months was nothing but failure. So how am I gonna get up the next morning when I failed the day before? How am I gonna eat this meal when I failed and I got fries and a milkshake again when I was supposed to get grilled chicken and rice? So I went through and I taught myself how to fail. And when you do that, you're able to get up extremely fast, and you no longer care about the end result, because you know, if I want to be way up here, it's gonna take a bunch of small micro failures along the way. But you have to understand that that is part of the process.
Your excuses will destroy you and take everything that you ever wanted from you if you let them. Extreme ownership is, this went wrong, this failed, didn't accomplish this, and it's not the fault of my boss, it's not the fault of my girlfriend, it's not the fault of my parents, it's not the fault of the weather, it's my fault. And I'm gonna take ownership of it, and I'm gonna fix it.
Listen to me. The most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become.
We want to talk so soft to ourselves. We're looking for that recovery day. And that recovery day is everything in your life. Everything in your life is a recovery day. We're looking for it. It's not coming. It's not coming. Get over that recovery day.
I will have to limp the last mile, even if no one's watching, because I can't let the demons in. And if I let the demons in, they'll show up in the 11th round of a championship fight when there's 50,000 people watching me in the audience, and I know deep in my self-story that I'm the type of person that quits when things get hard because I got off that treadmill at mile 9 when no one was watching.
It doesn't make sense to continue wanting something if you're not willing to do what it takes to get it. If you don't want to live the lifestyle, then release yourself from the desire. To crave the result, but not the process, is to guarantee disappointment. If you don't want to live the lifestyle, then release yourself from the desire. There is a path between where you are and the place that you want to be. If you're not prepared to do that walk, still wanting to reach the end of the path is just guaranteeing that you're going to live an unsatisfactory life.
If you change your life, if you want to change your life, you must change your ways. You must develop discipline. You must develop strength. I tell you these things because I want to share that with you. It doesn't matter where you are in life. It really doesn't. Because the great thing about life is it's always your next move. Your next move that counts. No matter where you are. You could be, look, I was dead broke. My electric bill was being shut off. And there were people even like worse off than I was. It doesn't matter. You could change your life if you want to. It's always your next decision.
Hell is when you look at who you could have been and realize that you're not that person. And then I think, if I were to make that man, what would I put that man through to make him who he is? Like, it wouldn't be easy times. It wouldn't be quick wins. It wouldn't even be easy wins. It would be the toil and the struggle of achieving and reaching for things that are right out of grasp, that are right above my threshold, and continuing to do that to like lift the weight, to build the muscle, to break it down and do it over and over again, because like that's what creates the character traits that are the man that I want to be. And so when I'm going through those like really harder times, I like to think of like looking in my mental mirror of like, I'm making you. I'm not there yet, but I'm making you.
I knew it wouldn't hold. There's no way it's gonna hold. Like, it feels so bad inside me. Stepped off it. Boom. Hit. It felt like a bolt of lightning went through me. And I looked at him and he went, how do you feel? I went, 100%. Everything hurts. Everything's got a limitation, and I'm just pushing through it regardless.
I made the decision that day. I'm not going back. I'm not going back in that cell where there's loneliness.
And
where
anger.
I'm depressed and anger and suicidal thoughts and thinking about my father. I'm not going back.
So you can do it. I did it. You can do it. I'm 76, and to my last breath, I will encourage young people because I love them. Just remember, never quit. Never quit.
You cannot change your life unless you change something. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. No matter what it is. Many times you say to yourself, I gotta lose weight, I'm too fat. And then you know what? During the day you eat at night, and the next day you get mad at yourself. Well, what do you want? What do you want? You gotta change something. Well, a lot of actors, I don't want to go see that. They feel funny. They don't want to see a director or see people. I go, no. You gotta try. You gotta get out there. You gotta fake it till you make it. Do something. They get embarrassed because they're not working. I said, well, then if you don't want to meet people, you'll always be not working. You gotta get out there.